On a cold December morning in 2009, my son Colin and I were on the way to McLean Hospital. We arrived at Boston Logan Airport. It was late. We stepped through the frozen mush into a taxi headed for McLean, one of the finest psychiatric hospitals in the world. Boston's weather bore no resemblance to the mild Louisiana winters so familiar to us. We had entered another world now, far from home, physically and figuratively. The temperature made our bodies shiver, prickling our skin, and the circumstances around our journey quickened our hearts. After a silent cab ride, we arrived on the steps of McLean, where I stand today. Colin, the fiery athlete with Cheshire cat grin and dark curls, had said, "Mom, I'm in trouble. I need help," and this is where we came for help. Colin was diagnosed with bipolar disorder during his life-threatening psychotic episode. This revelation forever changed and reshaped, rerouted his life and ours. Even though he endured immense suffering, it was a time of hope because he had a good prognosis and a path forward. However, as time passed, Colin had extensive treatment and a conveyor belt of hospitalizations. The reality of his unresponsive illness revealed itself. His difficult prognosis crystallized. Then, as in too many families, Colin was not the only member with bipolar disorder. 3 years later, my other son, Austin, fell similarly ill. For 4 years, Colin endured daily visions and voices. He had not a moment's peace, and he ended his life in 2014. 9 months later, after a parallel journey with unresponsive psychosis and extensive treatment, Austin died of the same terrible illness. Today, I've returned to McLean to visit the Harvard Brain Tissue Resource Center located here. The brains of those affected with psychotic illness and the close relatives are desperately needed to find the cause of bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, and other brain illnesses. For many complex reasons, there are not enough donors, not enough brains. I want to change that. I'm a first-degree family member of 2 sons who lost their life to psychotic brain illness, and I pledged to donate my brain to Harvard Brain Tissue Resource Center. Brain donation opens the door to hope and healing. Through advancements in brain science, the treatment of psychotic bipolar illness will improve. I believe in a future where other families will not endure the fierce loss we have. And I want to be a part of that future. Today, I will talk to the director of the Brain Tissue Resource Center, Dr. Sabina Beretta. She so generously agreed to tell us about her research and how it will change the treatment of major mental illnesses and other brain illness. Let's learn more.